What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today. So today's video, where I'm just gonna kind of rant and talk about a few things going on in my life for those of you that are wondering kind of where I'm at. So currently, just recently, I've kind of discovered that I have a pretty bad addiction to YouTube videos. I encourage some of you to look at your battery usage. It will show you how much time you're spending on maybe social media if you're on there a lot, or if you are on YouTube a lot like I was, but I kind of knew that it was pretty bad. I didn't know how bad it was until I looked at my usage. So it was about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago I looked, and it was, I used 9 hours of YouTube in one day, and that's just not going to work out for me. So, and it hasn't. I mean, it's really been limiting my production with work and my business. So, I originally I was just going to do just try to cut it right off and just kind of go cold turkey from it for like a month and just do like a YouTube fast, because I don't really use any social media other than YouTube, if you can call that social media. So at least I don't have to worry about Facebook and Instagram. I've never even had an Instagram. And I just know that those things can be so addicting to just sit there and scroll through mindless shit all day long. So I used to kind of be addicted to Facebook, but I jumped off there for the last couple of years, and it's been really nice. So YouTube's been the one that's really gotten to me the last few years. I've spent countless hours. I bet you, if I averaged, I bet you it's at least 4 hours a day for the last couple of years. And you know, if you add that up, that is so much money that I literally just flushed down the toilet because I was sitting there watching YouTube videos. For the first few years, it was really focused on like self-progression, like meditation, learning videos, just learning on things to better my mind and stuff like that. But then lately it's been watching things like living in an RV on the road, and I mean, it's all over the place. A lot of car videos, bodybuilding videos, just like so many things that I really don't even need to see or know about. It's like I need to be focusing on my career at this point in my life. Especially where I have such a, I'm paying a lot to rent this business. You know, I need to be taking advantage of that, and really putting most of my energy towards that. So I kind of got a little bit of motivation when I seen that new Corvette. You guys probably seen that mid-engine 2020 Corvette that's coming out in about 6 months. I really would like to get one of those. So that's kind of going to be my motivation to just kind of bust really hard for the next 6 months, try to stay really focused on work. And I know that if I put my mind to it, I can get that car the first part of next year if I work really hard for the next 6 months. So I would like to do that. Another kind of big update is, so the girl that I was with for the last couple of years, we've pretty much, this is as of today, you know, it could change, you know, I don't want to punk myself and say, because we all know how this shit goes when you're going through breakups, but we pretty much decided for now mutually that it's best just to kind of go our separate ways for now. We were thinking about moving back together. She was going to move here, but she has that husky that you guys have seen in previous videos. I really just don't want to risk my little puppy's safety, you know, especially where we're in a smaller townhouse now. We don't have a yard for the husky to run around in, and I feel kind of bad anyway, just having it stuck here in this smaller house, you know, now. But that dog would kind of snap at my dog quite often, you know, and now that I'm not going to be able to be there full time to make sure that my dog's safe, I just don't want to risk that, because I have lost a couple of dogs in my families due to the bigger dog in the family snapping at the smaller dog. And actually one of the my aunt's German Shepherd ripped off her small dog's head, literally ripped it off the body. So I'm just so paranoid as it is, and then now that I'm not going to be here to, protect her, I don't feel safe having that dog. So I love the dog. Don't get me wrong. I watched it every day for like a year or two, so I'm very close to the dog. I love the dog, but she just has those snappy, whenever she gets annoyed or bugged, she'll snap. So just don't want to risk that, and for her to give that dog up, I don't think she's going to be able to do that. We kind of had talked about it a few times. She actually had it almost kind of set up to do that, but I feel kind of guilty, being the one that has to separate her and her dog. And I know she's really close to that dog, especially now, since I've left the picture. So it really sucks, guys, because we do have so many good relationship qualities. We never have argued. There's a couple trust issues here and there, but other than that, really, it was a great relationship. It was by far the best relationship I have ever had. To me, she was extremely attractive. She was younger, which I really liked. She didn't have any children, which I really liked. So she was almost perfectly exactly what I would be looking for, So I really kind of don't expect to be able to find that again. In my area, I feel like so many women, it's just single mothers everywhere, and to me, that's not really something I'm willing to accept. No offense to you single mothers, I have respect for you. It's just something, since I don't have any children, I don't want to have to raise another man's child, So it's just kind of my expectation. So I would rather just focus on myself right now and bettering myself. I'd like to get in better shape, maybe put on a little bit more muscle mass. I am kind of down about 10 pounds from where I usually have been. So it would be nice to maybe get that weight back. I'm not too attached to that. So, especially where I'm getting a little bit older, I'm 38 now. I don't mind, coming down in size a little bit. I'm still bigger than most anybody around. So I'm still like 215 pounds. So, but yeah, guys, so that's that. That sucks. But it's kind of weird. I haven't spoken to her for the last 4 days, which we have never gone that long talking. But oddly enough, I'm really focused on my business again right now. I'm doing well with Suboxone. I'm my current dose. I am stable at 3 milligrams now, so that feels great. I feel like when you go through a breakup, you get motivated. There's motivation to be better with everything. So, I just feel like I am focused. I bought 2 cars yesterday for my business, so that's good because I haven't bought a car for a month now. I've really been stuck in a rut and I haven't been able to push myself to get going again. And maybe this is what it was that I needed to do, was to kind of separate with her, because I did get a lot of stress from, just from our relationship kind of really stressed me out, especially with her being 4 hours away. I really have no idea what's going on in her area. Plus, she has some stressful things that she's going through in her life. And I kind of take on her stress as that's just how I am as a person. So it just feels like my stress load has gotten a lot lighter, and I'm able to kind of focus on me for now. I have really no interest in going out and starting to date, even though I'm sure she probably already is, because, no offense, ladies, but I find that women have a really hard time being alone. And that's a whole separate video, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way they are, There's this girl that I've kind of always known as a friend, and she literally just barely got divorced, and she is now already engaged 3 months after her divorce. And that is so common to me. I hear that kind of stuff all the time. People just, and what kind of guy does that? I mean, what kind of guy proposes to a girl that just barely got divorced? That's just, there's too many red flags going on there. That's too needy, clingy. It's just, I don't know, man. Some people say when you know, but dude, you're still way in the honeymoon phase at 3 months. You don't know the person, the real person. That person hasn't came out till at least, I would say, 6 months. After 6 months, then you start getting a good idea of kind of what you're truly dealing with. And then once you live with them, you still kind of get a whole separate idea of what that person's like. So I won't go too far off on that, but yeah, if she's dating somebody else, I really just want her to be happy. She's an amazing woman, and I know she'll find somebody else like that. I mean, she's gorgeous, and I definitely wish her nothing but the best. And so yeah, guys, that. Sucks to let another relationship go. It seems like these days relationships just aren't meant to last, at least in my experience, especially if social media is involved. I feel like social media can really ruin relationships these days. It's just so easy to have 30 guys waiting in the background for something to go wrong, and they're going to be kind of jumping all over things, so, and I don't know, that's just my experience and kind of what I've been through. So in my relationships going forward, it's just gonna be no social media for me, and if the woman doesn't agree to that, that's okay. And that's funny because that's how we had it set up at the beginning of our relationship. But then about 6 months in, she's jumped back on, so once she had me and we were living together, speaking of rushing things, that's something we did wrong. I mean, I was in a hurry to move out of state, so we kind of really moved out soon. I think it was 4 months after we were dating we moved in. So I have no room to talk crap on anybody because I've done that crap myself, but I think marriage is a little bit different than moving in together. A little bit more serious. So but yeah, I hope the best for her, and I don't want to say that this is for sure the end of us. It could just be that we need some space for now. I just really need to get focused on my business, and I feel I have a hard time doing that when I have to worry about texting her back several times per day, and then I don't know, I just kind of like to be a free spirit, and do whatever I want. Doesn't mean I'm out doing a bunch of crap, but it's just nice to not have to be able to explain to somebody where you're at and what you're doing all the time. So if any of you guys are going through a breakup, fellas, I definitely challenge you to work on yourself for a while. Find the things that you need to fix about yourself. If it's an addiction that you have with opiates, don't even try getting into another relationship until you fix that addiction, because it's so hard to have a healthy relationship with anybody that is addicted to any sort of opiate, because their life is just such a roller coaster. It's very inconsistent, and I don't really think anybody deserves to go through that. I would feel that would be kind of a hell, to go through being with a person that is stuck on painkillers or any type of opiate like that. It's just such an inconsistent relationship that you have. All right, so just kind of rambling in today's video here. What else can I tell you guys? Yeah, I bought a couple cars yesterday, so I feel like I'm focused again. I am allowing myself just a little time in the mornings. This is morning right now, to goof around on YouTube for maybe like an hour. That's kind of really all I'm giving for myself. Then I'll take a shower, and then I'll get on with my day. And then once I do that, it's just hustle mode from then on out until later on when I go to the gym at night. That's kind of been my plan. I've been doing that the last few days. But yeah, I was kind of settled right around 4 milligrams up until we broke up. Then I was like, screw this, I'm going down to 3, because I just feel better emotionally, much more clear-minded. Even though going from just 4 milligrams to 3 milligrams, it is a big difference in my clarity. Bowel movements are better. I'm able to use the bathroom earlier in the morning. I don't have to wait a couple hours in the morning just to get that going. So at 3 milligrams, I think that if I can get down to 2 milligrams, I think that will be a great all-around dose. Really well-balanced dose. I remember when I was at 2 milligrams for a while, I remember feeling good consistently. So I feel like any day now, probably in the next 2 or 3 days, 3 milligrams will start to feel like it is a little bit more than enough than I need. and I'll start to feel just a little slight fog or a little slight buzz. As soon as I get to that point, because I'm stable on 3 milligrams, that's when I'll be ready to drop down a little bit more. And my body adjusts fast, guys. Most people's don't adjust as fast as mine. So if you guys are tapering, just be patient with yourself. And when you do start to get, let's say if you were on 4 milligrams and you taper down to 4 milligrams, and you'll struggle a little bit for the first couple days with 4 milligrams, and then you'll be like, okay, I can do this. And then pretty soon, hopefully, if your body's anything like mine, hopefully maybe a week or 2, maybe 3 weeks after being on 4 milligrams, you'll start to feel like it's more than enough, you know, and like you feel if you start having to take naps, it kind of makes you foggy and tired, or if you feel a little slight buzz, a little loopy, if you feel that, then you're ready to go down to the next dose, in my opinion. Now, this isn't medical advice, so don't take it for that, but in my opinion, once you get to that point and your body is ready to go down a little bit more. So I would say once you get down to 4 or 3 milligrams, I would start going down by halves at that point. But coming down from like 8, you can go to 6, you can go from 6 to 4, this is in my opinion. But after you get down to just like 4 milligrams, for me, I know that I can go to 3 milligrams, but you might want to go to 3.5 and see how that works. Some people can take it faster, some people can take it slower. I know myself, I've been down this road plenty of times, so I kind of know what things I need to watch for and what things I don't. But I'm glad that I'm no longer needing to take naps. I'm motivated, I'm focused. I've been meditating. I forgot to admit that has really helped me get out of this last kind of depression phase that I've been in. 30 to 60 minutes of meditation, either in the morning or at night. Learning different types of meditations. I've been trying different kinds. You know, trying to meditate with your eyes open, focused on a spot, or standing up, focused on something out in the trees, or closing your eyes and laying down, closing your eyes and sitting up, like trying different types of meditations, like binaural beats, the frequency stuff, or you can do the guided meditations. That's kind of like more for beginners, I feel. But trying different types of meditation, any kind of meditation, I feel so relaxed, so calm, and I'm not sitting there stressed. So whenever I know that I get into this super stressful mode, I know that I'm overdue for meditation. So if I'm trying to do like 30 days of meditation every day. I missed, I think, a day or 2 in the last week, but I'm doing really well with meditation, and it is a noticeable improvement in my day. So if you guys can try that, it doesn't have to be, a lot of people hear meditation and think it's some high-tech, hard-to-learn thing. It's so easy to start with basic meditation on videos on YouTube. There's so many different ways to learn. Play around with it, you know, try different things. If one type of meditation doesn't work for you, try a different type, you know, keep trying things that work. Or, you know, find what you like and then just kind of experiment into that area. Find what works for you, what makes you calm and relaxed and focused. Sometimes meditation can put you to sleep, so if that is an issue for you, you might want to do it at night. Just, you know, try it in the mornings, try it at night, try it midday, just try it, just keep switching it up if you guys are trying meditation. Don't give up on it, guys, because it has cured my anxiety altogether. I rarely ever get anxiety. Even when I stop meditating, it feels like it fixed something in my brain somehow, but won't go off too long into that. What else can I say? That's pretty much about it, guys. I'm just really going to try to stay focused in my business. I really want to get that new Corvette. I love my cars, so I'm going to really try to bust ass for the next 6 months. Now that summer is going to start winding down, thank God. Summer really always bogs me down. I hate working in this heat. So now that it's going to start cooling off, I'm going to stock up my shelves at the dealership and get some cars sold, baby. So sorry this was such a long ranty video, but some people were asking for an update. 3 milligrams Suboxone, I'm feeling great right now. Even though I'm going through a breakup, I'm focused, I'm doing good, meditating, I'm getting my diet even better, and I'm busting ass in the gym. So physical fitness is the best thing that probably ever happened to me. So hope you guys can get on that journey. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.